Girl, you done made me sit up now.
Speechless? Why you speechless?
I just said because it's like I'm like with a celebrity couple right now. Like,
Oh my God. Get out of here. Get out of here.
hey, everyone. Welcome to this Friday night late check-in. It might not be late for you guys, but this is a little late for me because my bedtime is coming up soon. But I know a lot of people are just going out and just getting dressed on a Friday night. I remember some, I'll say 10 years ago, yes, this would be the time we would just be getting ready to go out. I could never leave the house right now at this time. Right now, I don't think I would even make it. I would not survive. I would not survive. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure you guys say hi if you come on in here. Come on in here and chat with me. No negative energy, all positive energy, positive vibes. Make sure you guys say hi. And guess what? I went with the color purple today. I went with the color purple today. And if you know, you know. And so yeah, it's Friday night. And I'm just like, let me go live and check in. Just had a few random things that I wanted to chit chat about. This is an open panel and discussion, so if you want to come on and say something, feel free. Um, I did not post the link, but if anyone wants to come in, you let me know. Then I will post the link for you to come on in. But yeah, so I just wanted to chit chat about some things. It's just a crazy time that we live in right now. And sometimes I look around me and I'll be like, is this real life? This is real life. We got a lot of unlearning and relearning to do. I think it's just so much that we need to learn, and we kind of just go with what we already know or what's been, what we see all the time and what we've been taught in school for so long. You guys know we go to school for how many years? K through 12. And I'm really looking like, I really sit here and be thinking, like, what did I learn in school? A lot of the stuff I learned in school is irrelevant to my life right now. And I was a straight A student, straight A, almost perfect attendance, high honor roll, and all of that. And I'm like, how can I use what I learned in school to apply to my life today? And usually I don't find nothing. How to stick to a routine, how to follow a schedule, how to pass a test, how to make sure I do my homework. A lot of times when I was in school, I didn't even like I said, I got straight A's, high TTT and high Joe Toro, welcome. Um, I got straight A's, and a lot of times I wasn't even super informed, hi Hayden, about the subject, but I knew how to study what I needed to study to pass the test. Did I really know the information that I was learning or the subject that we were on? I knew bits and pieces, and I knew the parts that I needed to know to pass the test. The rest is irrelevant. And so, I just look at all these, threats that's been going around for school, and I see a lot of parents complaining and stuff. And it's like, when do we unlearn and relearn? When do we know better and do better? If the school is teaching a bunch of things that we don't agree with, that we don't use and can apply to our life today, if there are so many things that's happening in the school, such as things you're talking about in health, such certain things they're trying to push on our children, like I said, the threats and stuff, then why do we continue to send our children to these schools? We do know that, or I try to inform others that public school, is not mandatory. It's just a resource. So you can use other resources like private school, homeschool, high slick packs, welcome. Thank you, thank you. You can use other resources. Public school is not mandatory. And so please know that. Please know that. Here in Illinois, the homeschool laws are very lenient. You don't have to do, so there is no set hours for homeschool. There are no set days. There are certain subjects that you have to teach, and they're the basics like reading, math, PE. You have to have PE. Like, I'm pretty sure history is not even um, a requirement. Hey, Ariana, do you believe in God? Yes, I believe in God. I believe in God. Do you believe in God? I actually, we touched a little bit about this on a podcast not too long ago. I forgot what episode it was, but we talked about this, and a lot of people wanted to kind of steer away from that conversation. Why do you guys think it's, uncomfortable to talk about God? I don't mind talking about God, but a lot of people don't really like to talk about God. I still got on my jewelry from earlier. I need to take it off, but yeah, so public school is just a resource. It is not mandatory. And is it really to educate us, or is it really to indoctrinate us? Is the question. Sometimes you really have to think about that. I don't like how let me scoot this, because since this is not two people on the screen, it's just one person on the screen. And I was just looking on my Facebook, and I was like, felt like the camera was all up in my face. So I'm gonna scoot back some in here. I don't know if this is my son's camera quality, but I don't know why It looks so blurry. It looks nice and clear on my phone, and it looks so blurry on my son's phone. I don't know if that's because he has an old phone. What does it look like to you? How's the quality? Like my school got a bomb threat the other day. I'm so sorry for that, Hayden, because I know how much of a bad experience or how much anxiety that can give someone. Sorry you had to go through that. Hopefully your school has protocols in place that they follow through with to make sure everyone is safe and all of that. But yeah, the schools around here have had a lot of threats. In the city that I'm in, they just had a threat, and I didn't really get to read all of what happened. But I think the child or the student's parent ended up getting arrested. Ariana, you say yes. You saying yes is blurry or yes is clear? Or yes to neither? Like I said, on my phone it looks really clear, but on this phone that I'm looking on, it looks very blurry. Very much blurry. Um, I love God. Oh, that's great. Okay, so you probably were saying yes, you believe in God. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. And so yeah. So I was like, have you guys ever heard about, or have you ever thought about the similarities that public school and prison have? I know that's like a crazy, um, I was about to say combination, not a combination, a crazy comparison. But have you ever thought about it? It's like in middle school, or it's like in the middle of kind of blurry and kind of clear. Oh man, that sucks. I'm guessing it's because I tried this new layout, and it pops up in a YouTube short slide so more people can join, versus if it was like a smaller picture, then it would be I think it would be clear. It is so similar. Right. Can you guys name any other similarities? Like quick in the chat with something that you find similar between public schools and prison. And let me write that so we can know what we're talking about. Actually, I don't want to do a banner, so it's fine. Can y'all think of any similarities between public school and prison? And like I said, here in Illinois, the homeschool laws are very lenient. And so when you have a lot of parents saying reasons on why they can't homeschool their children, or because, given reasons such as they have to work, or they're socializing, or they're how do you say it? Their social skills and how often they get to socialize is limited or can be affected. But we're not really, but then when you're in school, you told that, you can't talk, you got to raise your hand to talk. It's not like you're just around having free conversations all over the place. Like, you're not. So while your social skills can be affected, however, you're not at school just to socialize. You're at school to learn. So I think there's other ways that you can make sure your children social skills is, why am I saying social skills? I'm trying to think of a better way to say it, but it's not coming to my head right now. But their socializing can be, let me think about this for a second. Social skills, socializing, social, anyways, it can be affected. It cannot be, you can do other things to make sure your kids' social skills are where you want them to be. You can make sure they are able to socialize and have peers and friends other ways besides going to public school. Hey, Topic Central, welcome, welcome. You only get a certain amount of time to be outside, and it's kind of like a courtyard. That's a great one. And guess what? The bell rings before both of them, in prison and in school. And then you get this outside time, recess, yard time, to be outside where there's sun and vitamin D and fresh air and all the things that's great for your body. You get to be outside in it for a limited time before you go back into a classroom slash cell. You have to stay in there. If you would like to leave out of the classroom, you have to get permission. You have to get permission to go to the bathroom. Like, there are a lot of comparisons. It's kind of scary. And I wonder, why do they have these comparisons? And it's like, what are they trying to prepare you for? Are they trying to prepare you for, not prepare you, but it's just this mindset thing about how the way to do things that somehow I feel like public school leads you to be a modern day slave. It teaches you to follow directions, don't really question anything, follow the book, listen to the teacher, stay on schedule. Like I said, follow these directions all up until you are out of school, and you have to do the same thing over again. Go to work, follow a routine, follow a schedule. Like, it's just crazy. I actually don't like the community at the public schools I've been to. They're really rude. Yeah, you have to deal with a lot of different people and bullies, and you in this world where sometimes there's a bunch of people around you that you can't even relate to. They can be really rude. They could be, other things. I definitely experienced many people being rude this week. Just, when you're just speaking on something that is your opinion, what you believe in. And that's, I'm kind of going off topic a little bit, but I definitely think um, we should be able to know how to take someone's opinion and know that that's their opinion and how they feel. And if you voice your opinion and how you feel, of course, especially if it's on social media, others are going to voice their opinion on how they feel, which is completely fine. Do we have to disrespect each other? No. Do you have to call each other out your name? No. Do you have to literally bully people? And this isn't even kids. I see adults and children do this. Like, that's just a little wild. In my school, we have to stand in the line everywhere we go. They do that in prison too, right? They walk in lines to go many places in the prison. And you know what? You might have asked, have you ever been in prison? No, I haven't. No, I have not been in prison. However, we see stuff in movies. We hear about it from people we know that been in prison, you know. And so I've been to a prison. Topic Central. 14? What you been in prison for? To visit someone, I'm hoping. Um, but yeah, there's of a lot of similarities. Take a look at this.
Wondered why you need to raise your hand to ask your teacher for permission to ask a question. Hopefully the question does not contradict their teachings, because then you'll be sent to the principal's office and you will be put in detention. Sounds very much like prison. Many times you want to use the restroom and they say, hey, you know what? Maybe I'll let you use the bathroom. And hopefully, fingers crossed, you're allowed to use the bathroom, but before you use the bathroom, you're given a hall pass. This hall pass gives you the allowance to walk down the corridors of your school, surrounded by concrete walls and fluorescent lights. Hopefully you have your hall pass when the hall monitor stops you, lest you break the rules. All of this is conditioning, designed to keep you a slave, designed to keep you subjugated and controlled. You may think they're small nuances, but if you think the world operates by chance and that things just happen, then you really don't understand how the game is played.
That's crazy, right? You just want to come be in the camera. I think that's all. I got this camera so far away, so it's like not even no getting around feeding her at this point. It was a tour. Calm down. Okay, I'm glad it was a tour. And so yeah, like those similarities are crazy. Like there's so many similarities from let's just take a look at this. So school. So in school you have the structure, the dress code for both. Quiet, until you raise your hand or till you're spoken to or ask a question or something. Negative reinforcement, walking in lines like that, like what was said. You don't get to really be yourself because you kind of all got to do the same things. No really creativity. No input on decision making. Most of the decisions are made for you. Like, do you guys see this? Do you agree with that? You can't drink this. Oh, this lemonade is so good and cold. It's only, look, one sip left. Oh, your hair is cute. That's nice. You did good. Yeah, it's, I guess that you can't have that, princess. And Raya put my straw on wrong. She looking like she not going anywhere. I agree with this. I go to public school and we got in trouble for grouping up and dancing during free time. It was the whole hallway. Yeah, like why? If it's free time, why would you get in trouble for that? You're not even allowed to be yourself, express your creativity, do things that you enjoy. Do you know that's how children learn through play? Like that's how it starts in the beginning. You learn through play, you learn through experience, you learn through using your hands and your body and actually doing things. It's really time for us to unlearn and relearn. Like the buses, a bus to jail, a bus to school. The long hallways with the concrete walls and the doors, all the classrooms and the cells. Why do you guys think they would? Why do you think they have so many similarities? You just have to really question that. You don't have to listen to what I feel. You can really just open your mind and wonder, why do they have so many similarities? The lunches, the lunch line to get the lunches, the portions pre-made for you, the food that's not so good, but it's good because it's like the only thing you can have at that moment. You know how school food is not really good, but it's good because it's like you in school, so it's like, you be hungry, and so it's like, okay, I guess this would do. In jail, it's not that good, but you hungry, and it's all you have, so it's like, I guess this would do. The dim lights, like school is like a more vibrant jail, basically. And did you know that they have like pilots that say that when they're flying over schools and jails that they look so much alike, like the layout, like it's hard for them to tell the difference now between what's a school and a jail. I think they make it like a prison because they're both for reconditioning. Jail is for bad people to be good, and school is to put people in the system. Perfect Central. I don't think you're 14 because you're just way too smart. You're just way too smart because that is very, very accurate. Very, very accurate. It's to put you in the system, to go to work constantly, to pay for stuff that we shouldn't even have to pay for to live. We also shouldn't have to pay for it because a lot of the things that we pay for has already been paid for the moment we signed our name on something. And that's just a whole nother story. One thing that makes me really mad is the teachers act so different around parents than the students. I definitely can see that. And I can also say that because I homeschool my children and I also homeschool other children before. And I could admit I acted different than I did around the parents, but there was nothing wrong. Like I wasn't nice in front of the parents and mean when they weren't around. I was nice to the students. They loved me, but I was even I was even nicer when no, I'm just playing. No, but kind of like when you walk into a place or like you go to a bank or like you go somewhere, how you might talk a little bit different. You might just, hold your, do things a little bit different. So yes, even children as well. Working from a daycare, children act different when their parents are around. So yes, teachers, I can agree with that. Hayden, for sure, for sure. Um, let's see, did I have any
Wondered
and
why
so
you need to raise your hand to ask your teacher for permission to ask a question. Hopefully the question does not contradict their teachings because then you'll be sent to the principal's office and you will be put in detention. Sounds very much like prison. Many times.
my bad. I didn't mean to play that again, and I didn't mean to push that again. But yeah, so I really think that we just have to unlearn and relearn and realize that you can homeschool your children yourself. So, like I said, here in Illinois, for anyone in Illinois, um, like I said, homeschooling is very easy. If your children are already enrolled in public school, you could just withdraw them and let them know that they'll be doing private school or homeschool. However, if it's summer and you haven't even enrolled your children in school, you simply just don't take them and you do your homeschooling. You don't have to inform the public school, let them know what's going on. You don't have to do any of that. You just do what you need to do. You can buy a curriculum, you can find a curriculum that you want to use, or you can make up your own. I make up my own, I do my own lesson plans because a lot of the curriculums and stuff I see, I already don't really agree with. So for homeschooling, we did more so of unschooling. So we kind of got out of the ideal of schooling. We try to do the opposite. Instead of sitting down in one room in one spot, we kind of move all over. We go outside when we want. Much more freedom. We cook, we do things. We're not just really just doing paperwork. I think the schools try to make you feel that if you don't go to their school, you don't have a future, right? And what does that future look like? To go to work every day, to pay a mortgage or rent, and to pay bills for things like water and gas and things that we should already be provided with. So it's definitely, it's like indoctrination, indoctrination. Like if the kids are older and you have a kid there, it's online school. Like if the kids is older and you have a kid there, it's online school programs. I'm a little confused on what you're saying, but yeah, so definitely just think about other resources and just know that public school is not mandatory and you can use whatever resource it is that you want and that's going to benefit you and the child. Also, let's say you go to work during school hours. Well, you can homeschool after you get off of work. You can homeschool if you get off work at 3 o'clock. You can homeschool 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock. It doesn't have to be a set time every day for a certain amount of hours. It doesn't have to be like that. And like I said, that's in Illinois. Homeschool laws are different based on what state you live in. Where do you have her at? Mm. You want some help? You want to go downstairs? Have a little bit more lemonade in here. There's no more? Hey, girl. Oh, right. So, like, if there's I'm going to just turn my camera off for a second. So, like, if there's so you're saying if there's an older kid and you have a job, then you can do an online school program. Correct. You can do an online school program. Definitely. If they're able to stay at home and things like that, that's actually a great option. That is actually a great option. And we talk about like being able to socialize and things like that. And that's why, we don't really want our children to be homeschooled because it can affect their socialization, things like that. But honestly, the way the children are nowadays and the way parents are raising children, I don't think I care if my children are able to socialize with these children that's around because, like I said, like I've stated earlier, not everyone can be a part of the village because some will ruin it. So I think it's okay to not have to, that you don't socialize with everyone. I definitely grew up in school and didn't have I had friends, but I definitely wasn't one of the popular ones. I never cared to be personally, I didn't like online school because we couldn't socialize as much and I couldn't have a face-to-face talk with my friend. Yeah, I know those COVID times suck. But like I said, there's always sports and co-ops and events. And when I was in school, I had friends that actually weren't in school. I mean, not, or they went to a different school, or they might just been in my neighborhood. And so sometimes you have friends that don't even go to your school. But yeah, not being able to talk face to face, I definitely know that was happening a lot during the COVID times, and I know that that was hard, especially for younger children who's just starting school. Yeah, I get that. I also love to talk to friends and stuff. Yeah, so now we got like video calls. Technology has advanced so much. You still can, it's over the screen, but like I said, you just still have to you might have to try a little bit harder to actually get out in an environment where you're around other people. It's easier when you're in school because you go to school every day and you're around people all the time. It's just that if you don't and you're homeschooled, then you just got to work a little bit harder to be able to do the things that and participate in things that you're able to socialize with other people. It might be a little bit more challenging, but also with you being in homeschool, you have more time. You have the freedom. When you're in school, you're tied down to the school for this many hours. Also, in homeschool, your child can learn more in just an hour or two than they would going to school all day for 7 hours, switching classes. Um, you can learn more. It's only one or two children versus trying to teach and trying to get 24 children to learn a lesson or 24 students. The only thing I'm grateful for about public school is the fact that you form some connections that last. That is true. Would you agree that you can also form those connections with people that are outside of school, that don't go to the same school as you? Because you can still form connections with people outside of school, but I do understand that public school is like an easy route to accomplish that. I do understand that. And so sorry I got my camera off, taking care of the baby right this second. I'll turn it back on in a few. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel, please. And like and share this live. That would be great, especially if it's on YouTube. I would greatly appreciate it. And sorry if you hear Miss Rachel in the back because my baby is watching Miss Rachel. She just letting it on. I would say it's a little bit harder to make those bonds because you spend every day in the same classroom. Again, that kind of ties to the prison thing. Right. Because you basically in the cell all day as well, right? And you're let out at certain times just to pass through to something else. Same thing in school, right? Pretty much. Pretty much. Hey. But still, you guys are all on the And so yes, I agree. Something else that ties it to the present. Okay, Legacy, you gotta be done, girl. All done. All done. I can't believe we don't have any more lemonade. Y'all drunk all that all today?
No, we had some yesterday.
But it was really full today.
Yesterday, I counted and brought it to the garbage.
Anyways, I'm gonna get off. I'm at church camp and have to wake up early. Oh wow, church camp. That sounds interesting. I never heard of that before. That's another way to socialize if you're not in school though. But thank you, Catholic Central, for joining, and I'm sure I'll see you again. I'm kind of really just waiting to turn my camera back on because usually when my mom is on here, she gets to do a little bit more talking for me if I got my camera off, taking care of this little baby. But since I'm by myself, basically it's a camp that includes a certain time for prayer. Oh, okay, that sounds cool. That sounds very interesting. What's Shamari doing? So yeah, so I guess I'll get off of that topic. Like I said, thanks for joining Topic Central. Thank you, thank you. So, let me scoop this back. You should see how this look on Facebook. Like this, you could just see that. I'm like, I cannot be that. Like, why does it show me so close to the screen? And why does it still show that? Oh, I guess I'm further back now, but look how blurry it looks. Is this Jamari phone? Just ready to go to sleep. I'm probably about to wrap it up. I love church camp. It's so much fun. Oh, wow. That's cool. I've never heard of church camp. It sounds like it could be fun. Do you guys actually like sleep over there, or is it like where you go and you leave in the same day, or is it like you spend time there and spend the night there for like weeks at a time, or is it like a daily thing? So I am going to end my live on Facebook. I said that I was going to start doing that. So if you guys want to still be on the live while I'm on here, just go ahead and go to YouTube, because my live on Facebook will end. I'm trying to figure out how do I do that though. How do I end my video on live? I mean on Facebook. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. You stay the night. Also, it's usually 4 days, and you come with your parents. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, but it can get boring. The one isn't boring, but I had one that devoted 4 hours to prayer. Oh, wow. Really? Yeah, can you come tell me something? Okay, well, go in your room. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you just said you were sleepy. You were not sleeping in here, so you can go to your room. Okay, so go to your room. Did you hear me? Okay, but yeah, I will chat with you guys later. I have to get the baby, but good night. Thank you guys for joining. Topic Central says, sweet dream, guys. In the summer, I go to this thing called Sunday school. I definitely heard of Sunday school before. But thanks, Hayden, for joining. New face, Topic Central. Thanks for coming again. And who was the other person? Ariana and TT and Joe. Thank you guys for joining in. I will talk to you guys later.